Hello, folks. Welcome to Node 2.2 and week 3 of our course, Composing Digital Culture. This week, we're going to continue our focus on from page to screen and hone in on the idea that new media might be rewiring us. Last week, we talked about how new media, how the digital nation is changing the ways we interact with other people. This week, we're going to think a little more about the ideas that digital technologies might be changing the way we think. And we're going to talk more about the logic of the image versus just the logic of a text. Now, these logics are kind of illustrated nicely in the prepare page, the activities page that I make for the class each week. The logic of the text is illustrated here in the written language that I have goes from left to right, top to bottom. That's how you read it. And the logic of the image is much more free-flowing than that. Now we move from prepare to participate to reflect, back and forth, and it's all kind of you go in a circular kind of way, but you don't have to go in a circular way. You could, all of these activities are tied together in different ways as illustrated by the 3 overlapping circles. So that's just one illustration of how the logic of the image differs from the logic of written text, and how we are becoming more focused on the logic of the image, that not everything about us is linear, that we are that our ideas are free-flowing, etc., etc. But we'll take up that more in the logic of the image voice board, and that's ready to go for you here. So when you're ready, we also have it also comes up in the reading for the week, the visual essay, and also the activity that the composition exercise that we'll be doing for this week. And you'll be reviewing one of your classmates' Google Plus profiles. But tomorrow I'll be posting some instructions for this, so stay tuned for that. I want you to start with the reading per usual. Begin composing your digital story per the assignment page that I gave you last week. Now I wanted to talk to you for just a minute about your digital story. Had some questions for it. Last week you were to brainstorm your topic. I didn't make it clear that the brainstorming materials were just for you. I don't need to see those. You don't have to turn those in anywhere. So the brainstorming, that's just for you. Those materials are just for you. Now this week you're composing the essay. I want the essay to be a narrative, a personal narrative, about 500 words long, in which you tell your digital story. Don't just tell us about digital technologies and how they're influencing you. Don't just say, yes, digital technologies influence me, but give me an experience. Give us an experience about how digital technologies have influenced your life. For instance, tell a story of how using maybe a cell phone to connect with someone has changed the way that you interact with other people. Now last week, I believe it was in our Google Plus conversation, I think it may have been either Rick or Maciel, one of you anyway, talked about how using digital technologies helped you to better connect with people in the real world. So those are things that you can share in your essay as you're writing it. Now it should be a narrative, a personal narrative. I don't want you to give research-based ideas on how technology are influencing us. I want you to show this in your life. Describe how your interactions with digital technologies have influenced you. Now, I hope that makes sense. You should have your essay ready to go for the writing workshop by the end of the week per the directions in our assignment page, so keep that in mind. If you have any questions about the digital story, please do feel free to let me know. Now, you should also have, again, continue your free writing journals, contribute to the shared annotation spreadsheet, and participate in our Google Plus conversations. I will be contacting 2 of you either later tonight or tomorrow to get a Google Plus to be a Google Plus conversation starter per the assignment page that I posted last week. So if you get an email from me asking you to be a Google Plus conversation starter, be excited. You get to be the guinea pigs here for the first week to get this started off with our Google Plus conversations. Again, the voice boards are ready for you. So once you've done the reading and thought about that a little bit, you can participate in the voice boards. Now, I just wanted to make a point that I have not heard from many people in the class. If you have not yet participated in the class, please email me this week, or I'll be getting into contact with you. And let's keep the course rolling along. It's based on participation, so you need to interact with each other. Important things. Also, I wanted to make a note here that if you don't submit a reflection for each week, I won't assess your work for that week. So if you haven't completed the reflections for Node 1 or Node 2.1, you will need to do that, or you will not get points for the work you have done that week. I won't assess your work. You can complete these node reflections late, but please do complete them. Otherwise, I won't grade your work for that week. This is a collaborative process. You should be participating each week. One of the things that you need to do each week is submit your reflection, think back, and assess on your work for the week. Anyway, I hope this is helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions about the work for the week. My inbox is always open.